Viewer, welcome to today's lesson. So today we shall be learning about the solar system. The solar system. Alright, so let's take a look at the sun at the center of the solar system. The sun at the center of the solar system. Have you ever looked into the sky and imagined what could be beyond it? Beyond the sky is a whole big space called the solar system. The solar system is made up of the sun and every object that moves around the sun. So the solar system is made up of the sun and every object that moves around the sun. Our planet Earth is one of the planets that moves around the sun. The stars, the moon, the planets, and other objects all move around the sun. So you realize that the sun, the moon, and then the other planets move around the sun. So in this lesson, we shall look at one of the most important objects in the solar system. This object can be found at the center of the solar system. Can you guess what this object could be, or what this object might be? Good. So when you look at the picture, you see something or a thing there. This is the sun, and the sun is at the center of the solar system. So today we are going to talk about the sun. And we know that the sun is found at the center of the solar system. So today the sun is what we are going to talk about. All right. So let's look at the sun at the center of the solar system. So the sun is a huge ball-shaped object that is made up of burning gases such as hydrogen, helium, and other substances. The sun is the biggest and heaviest object in the solar system. The sun may look small like a light bulb in the sky, but it is actually very big. The position of the sun never changes, so the sun is at a stationary point. This means the sun does not move. It stays at one place. It is the planets and the satellites that revolve or move around the sun. This movement is known as revolution. So the movement of the planets around the sun is what we term as a revolution. It takes the Earth 365 1/4 days to revolve around the sun completely. So that is how long it takes the Earth to revolve or to make a complete movement around the sun. So it takes the Earth 365 1/4 days to revolve around the sun completely. This means that it takes the Earth 1 year to move around the sun. So eventually, you have it there. It takes 1 year for the Earth to make a full turn around the sun. So as the Earth turns around slowly on its own, the part of the Earth that faces the sun experiences day and the part of the earth that turns away from the sun experiences night. The sun is also referred to as a star. This is because it gives its own light and heat. The sun, together with a group of stars in the solar system, is known as a Milky Way galaxy. So that is a picture showing the Milky Way galaxy. So that is how the Milky Way galaxy looks like. So now let's look at some benefits of the sun to the solar system. So let's look at some benefits of the sun. All the planets and the other objects in the solar system benefit a lot from the sun. One of the major benefits is that the sun holds the earth and the other planets in the solar system. So you have it there. The sun holds the earth and then other planets in the solar system together. Our planet Earth benefits greatly from the sun. Light from the sun is called sunlight. So have you ever wondered how life would be without the sun? Well, let's find out some things that we might really face without the sun. So one, without the sun, the surface of the earth will be very dark and cold. And indeed, you bear with me that this is very true because the sun provides light onto the earth. So without the sun, eventually there's going to be no light, and then there's going to be total darkness. And aside providing us with heat to warm our bodies, if there is no sun, eventually we are going to have this coldness. So the weather will be very cold. So that is one of the benefits of the sun. Also, the sun provides us with vitamin D, which is also needed by the body. So the sun provides us with vitamin D, which gives us energy to grow. Plants also make their food using energy from the sun through a process which is known as photosynthesis. So photosynthesis is a process by which plants or green plants manufacture or prepare their own food with the help of sunlight. So that is what photosynthesis is. So we realize that without the sun, it will be difficult for plants to prepare their own food, and as such, it will be difficult for the plants to grow or even survive. So one is that is also another benefit of the sun. Also, we use the sunlight to dry our clothes after washing them, and you strongly agree with me that this is very true. Anytime you wash, you dry things on the line, and then when the sun shines on them, they dry. And you realize that even without the sunlight, when we wash, it's going to take a longer duration for our clothes to dry. But if there is sun or the sunlight, within a short time, our clothes will get dried, and then we can get them off the line and then wear them to wherever that we wish to wear them to. All right, so the energy from sunlight can be used to produce electricity, which is known as solar energy. So that is another benefit of the sun, using its sunlight for electricity, which is solar energy. So we can use the solar energy to power some appliances such as our television, uh, our fridges, and other appliances that we may find uh, at home and even at other places. Okay, energy from the sun is also used to produce salt through a process called evaporation. So you realize that the salt is usually found in this sea water. So through the process of evaporation, we can have salt. So that is also another benefit of the sun. And then we have potters, blocks and bricks producers. So potters, blocks and bricks producers also use the sunlight to dry their product. So after making their pots or after molding their bricks or blocks, they need the sun or the sunlight to help dry these items. And also farmers use heat from the sun to dry their farm crops such as maize, millet, wheat, and then beans. So these are some benefits of the sun. You realize that we human beings benefit from the sun as well as plants and then even animals. We all benefit from the sun. So these are some of the benefits that you and I can derive from the sun. All right. So this brings us to the end of the lesson. Hopefully we shall meet again. Bye bye.